Okay, so hello everyone. Hi guys, good evening. How are you all? Good evening, everyone. So my name is Afreen Ma'am and I welcome you all in today's session. So today we are going to discuss the Module D marathon of PPP. So we have already discussed Module A, Module B, Module C, and now it's the time for Module D. PPB Module D I will be completing today, and the IEFS Module D I will be taking the class tomorrow 12 noon, everyone. Okay, so let's start discussing the PPB Module D, and we know that the PPB Module D is completely based on what? It is completely based on ethics. The complete PPB D is actually based on ethics, right? So now let's start discussing. Okay. Hi Sachin. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. So let's start discussing the very first question. Which of the following statement is true? You have to tell me which of the following statement is true. Business ethics modifies people behavior. Objective of ethics is managing values and conflict resolution. Business ethics and corporate social responsibility are same, and ethics cannot be managed. Now you have to tell me which of the following statement is true and correct. Everyone, please answer this question, guys. Very simple, very easy. You can all answer this question. Which of the following statement is true? First, business ethics modifies people behavior. Second, objective of ethics is actually to manage values and conflict resolution. Third, business ethics and corporate social responsibility are same. And fourth, ethics cannot be managed. So the correct answer is yes. First of all, business ethics modifies people behavior. You know that it is a myth, and in today's class, I have explained you in detail, right? Objective ethics is to manage value and conflict resolution. Correct answer. Business ethics and CSR are same? No. CSR is only a part of ethics, right? Ethics is a much wider concept. And ethics cannot be managed. No, ethics can be managed by ethic can be managed by the organization indirectly, right? Now next. Which of the following is not a principle of ethics? You have to tell me which of the following is not a principle of ethics. Principle or sorry, fairness, dignity, goodwill, or remaining conscious for the profit at all time. Tell me the correct answer, everyone. Not a principle of ethics. Which of the following is not a principle of ethics? Tell me the correct answer. Fairness, dignity, goodwill, or remaining conscious for profits at all cost, right? So not a principle. See, fairness is a principle. Dignity is a principle. Goodwill is also a principle of ethics. But if you are saying that you have to remain conscious for profit at all costs, that is not the principle of ethics, right? So D is the correct answer. Next. Whistleblower Protection Act dash in India protects people who provide information about any wrongdoing. So you have to tell me the Whistleblower Protection Act has been passed in which year? Everyone. The Whistleblower Protection Act has been passed in which year? Everyone. And please like and share the video to the maximum you can. Everyone who is watching this session, kindly please like and share the video to the maximum you can. Everyone, guys. Right, so if we talk about the correct answer, Whistleblower Protection Act has been passed in year 2011. So the correct answer is D. Whistleblower Protection Act 2011. Clear? Now, next. Which of the following is not included in the standard banking code of conduct? You have to tell me which of the following is not included in the standard banking code of conduct: profitability, neutrality, reliability, or integrity. Not included in the standard banking code of conduct. Everyone, answer. Which of the following is not included in a standard banking code of conduct? Profitability, neutrality, reliability, or integrity? Yes, profitability is not included in the banking code of, right? Next, business ethics is helpful in which of the following? Dealing with the dilemmas, guards reputation, help in avoiding future risk, or all of the above? Tell me the correct answer. Everyone, you have to tell me the correct answer. Everyone, please answer this question. Okay. So when we are talking about the business ethics, it is helpful in what? Yes, first of all, it is helpful in dealing with dilemmas because you have to analyze what is right and what is wrong. It actually helps you to clear the confusion and selection of the right path. Okay. Then it is helpful in guarding the reputation. It is helpful in avoiding the future risk also, right? So yes, all of the above means D is the correct answer. Right? Now, next. Managing by values in an organization has few basic elements which includes identifying core values, communicating core values, aligning values and practices, or all of the above. Managing by values in an organization has few basic elements which include what? Identifying the core value, communicating the core value, aligning values and practices, or all of the above. Everyone, please answer. Very simple. You can all answer this question. I have already told you, I have already explained this in the foundation batch in detail. Managing by values in an organization has few basic elements, which include, first of all, as an organization, you have to identify your core value, right? Then you have to communicate your core value. Okay. Then you have to align your values and practices. So, yes, D is the correct answer. All of the above is the correct answer. Done. Next question. Which of the following is a feature of the values? Values provide standards of competence and morality. Values are very large in number. Values are relatively temporary and vulnerable to change, or none of the above. Which of the following is a feature of the values? Tell me the correct answer. Feature of the value. Correct statement. What is the feature of the value? Everyone, please answer this question. And just please like and share the video. Everyone, just please like and share the video. Everyone. So, first of all, values provide standards of competence and morality. Correct? Second, values are very large in number. No, values are very small in numbers. They are few. Okay. Values are relatively temporary and vulnerable to change. No, values are very stable in nature and they are not vulnerable to change. They are not temporary. They are very long lasting, you can say. Values are very long lasting. Values are actually the core of human, right? So, A is the correct answer. So, which of the following are the features of the values? Values provide standard of competence and the morality. Now, next. The golden rule says that. Now, you have to tell me what is the golden rule says. Don't react to other. Second, do as you want others to do to you. Do as you wish to behave or none of the above? Simple question. Very simple, very easy. Everyone kindly answer this question. The golden rule says, don't react to other. Do as you want others to do to you. Do as you wish to behave or none of the above. The three golden rules, everyone. I have already explained it in the foundation batch, the three golden rule. Everyone. So first, don't react to others. That is wrong. That is not a golden rule. Do as you want others to do to you, right? Do as you wish to behave. No. So do means आपको वही करना है जो आप एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं कि दूसरे आपके साथ करें. सेकेंड रूल, किसी के साथ वैसा मत करो जो अगर तुम्हारे साथ हो तो तुम्हें नुकसान. Okay, so ये है golden rules, right? So do as you want others to do to you. Okay, that is called as the golden rule. Clear? Now next, ethical dilemma occurs when there is a clash between two rights, conflict between a right and a less right, disagreement between right and wrong, all of the above. Ethical dilemma is what, everyone? Ethical dilemma is what, everyone? Please answer this question. Ethical dilemma is what? So ethical dilemma means when you have to choose between two rights. Ethical dilemma occurs when there are two things, two decisions you have to make. And when you are looking at these two situations, these are actually very, you can say these are actually very what? These are very similar. These are very right? So ethical dilemma occurs when there is actually a clash between two rights. So A is the correct answer, right? So ethical dilemma occurs when there is a clash between two rights. Done. Now next. Integrity is the core value which makes an individual complete, makes an individual partial, makes an individual extensive, or none of the above. Integrity is a core value which actually does what? So only one banker is answering, and rest there are a lot of other bankers also who are watching this session. Only Sachin is answering. Rest of the banker, please just answer the question. Everyone. Integrity is the value which actually do what? Makes an individual complete, makes an individual partial, makes an individual extensive, or none of the above. Everyone. So if we talk about the correct answer, so the correct answer is A. Integrity is the core value which makes an individual clear. Done? No, not C. A is the correct answer. Done? Next. Now what is an insider trading? Employee make use of the confidential information, passing that confidential information to relatives and friends, and trading in the stock market without informing the bank, or all of the above. What is the insider trading? Everyone, what is the insider trading? I have told you that SEBI strictly prohibit the insider trading. So now you have to tell me what is a insider trading. Everyone, kindly please answer this question. What is a insider trading? So these are the four options. You have to tell me the correct answer. Insider trading. Vishnunath Roy says D. Okay. And everyone else? All of the above. So what is C? Trading in the stock market without informing the bank? That is not the thing. So insider trading means when the employee may or make the use of the confidential information and then trade in the stock market. Now, without informing the bank, that is not the correct word to use, but obviously the answer is D because every statement is incomplete on its own. So employee make the confidential information, uses the confidential information, pass on to friends and relative, and then using that information to trade in the stock market. Okay, so that is the insider trading. So individuals are incomplete. Individual statements are incomplete. So yes, we have to take the correct answer D, all of the above, right? Next, job discrimination means an employee being denied opportunity on the basis of race, religion, caste, sex, or all of the above. Everyone. Job discrimination means an employee being denied the opportunity based on what? Everyone. The correct answer is everyone. Kindly please answer this question. So yes, job discrimination means you are denied opportunity on the basis of race, religion, caste, sex. Yes, all of the above is the correct answer. Next question. Bank employees are expected not to accept bribes while credit appraisals and loan disbursement, monitoring and recovery of the loan, marketing of the bank products and services, or all of the above. Bank employees are expected that they shouldn't be accepting the bribe in which of the following condition? Very simple question. In which of the following condition? Very simple, very easy question. The correct answer is what? So, bank employees are not expected to accept the bribe in any of the condition. Either it is the credit appraisal, either it is the loan disbursement, either it is the monitoring or recovery of the loan, either it is the marketing of the bank product or services. So yes, D is the correct answer. Okay, now I don't know why I have C all the D answer. No, in the initial stage there was AC, but yes, maximums are D. So just bear with me, don't worry, right? Okay, now next question. If a banker strive towards ensuring sustainable development, okay, now which of the following hierarchies bigger than self can this be attributed? If a banker strive towards ensuring the sustainable development, which of the following hierarchies of bigger than self can this be attributed? First, community, religion, society at large, or global cause? Everyone, please answer. If a banker strive towards ensuring sustainable development, which of the following hierarchies of bigger than self can this be attributed? Everyone, please answer this question, and everyone kindly share this video so that maximum bankers can join this. So yes, see, sustainable development, it is a part of global cause. So yes, again D is the correct answer. Next question. Out of the following, which is not a remedy for unethical behavior? Out of the following, which one is not a remedy for unethical behavior? Developing ethical manual, nip unethical behavior in the bud, means are not appreciated, or annual performance appraisal. Everyone kindly answer this question. Simple question, easy question. You can all answer this question. Vishwanath, don't be confused. So we have a lot of questions coming. Okay. So tell me the correct answer. Out of the following, which is not a remedy for the unethical behavior? First of all, developing ethical manual, yes, it is a remedy for the unethical behavior. If you have an ethical manual, you can refer to that ethical manual to anyone who is found guilty for the unethical behavior. Second, nip the unethical behavior in the bud. It is again a remedy for the unethical behavior. Means are not appreciated, true. And if you are saying that annual appraisal performance, if you are giving appraisals for the unethical behavior, that is not a way. Okay, that is not a remedy for the unethical behavior. So D is the correct answer. Next, out of the following, which does not amount to conduct personal work during business work? Not searching and comparing the product for online shopping, searching content and comparing corporate governance model to help the superior to deliver a speech in the bank's meeting, guiding employees of small business owned by the employee, or completing the school assignment for kids. So which of the following not amount to conduct the personal work during the business hours? Not a personal work which is conducted in the business hour, everyone. Please answer this question. Very simple. Answer this question, guys. So, the correct answer is what? So, not amount to conduct. First of all, if you are searching and comparing the product for online shopping, this is the personal work. If you are helping your senior to deliver a speech in the bank meeting and then you are comparing the content, this is not a personal work. This is a professional work. Guiding employee of a small business, this is always a personal work. Personal work, it is also a personal work. Where I have question, our question is asking not a personal work which is conducted during the business hours, so B is the correct answer. Okay, next question. Whistleblower policy for the public sector bank and Reserve Bank of India has been brought under the purview of which, with effect from 21st April 2004? Serious Fraud Investigation Officer, Comptroller and Auditor General of India, Central Vigilance Commission, or Chief Information Commissioner? Whistleblower policy for the public sector bank. It is under the purview of which of the following? Whistleblower policy for the public sector bank and the Reserve Bank of India. This is under the purview of which of the following? So the correct answer is Central Vigilance Commission. C is the correct answer. Next, an acceptable ethical behavior employee an acceptable ethical behavior involves an employee's general set of beliefs, values, and behavior that she or he shapes for the regular day-to-day method of service delivery, dealing with what? Superior officers and board member, all categories of customer, and to the other co-employees of the organization, only with the customer or high net worth individual. So the question is asking, the ethical behavior of an employee should be towards whom? Only should be towards superior officers and board member, all categories of customer and other co-employees, customers, or high net worth individual. Very simple question. So the correct answer is what, everyone? Answer. So an acceptable ethical behavior, an employee uh, expected to have an ethical behavior towards all categories of their customer, not only to supervisors, not only to the board members, not only to the high net worth customers, no, each and everyone, and to each and every co-employee. So B is the correct answer. Next, banking operation in recent years are becoming increasingly customer focused and in a way getting tuned to the ever growing regulatory prescription, IT challenges, customers' income, or customers' preference. Banking operations in recent years, everyone. Please answer this question. Banking operations in recent year are become increasingly customer focused in a way because of the ever growing preferences of the customer. Because see, the customer preferences are changing, and because of the customer preferences are changing, the operations become more customer focused, right? So D is the correct answer. Good. Next question. IT, information technology, have broadly been used under two different avenues in banking. One with the communication and connectivity, and other with what? Digital right management, business process re-engineering, intellectual property right, or data leak prevention. Everyone. Information technology has broadly been used under two different avenues. One with communication and connectivity, and the other one is with what? So yes, the other one is for business process re-engineering. B is the correct answer. Next, RBI's committees on mechanization in the banking industry was headed by who? This committee was actually headed by whom? Everyone. Just tell me the correct answer. RBI's Committees on Mechanization in Banking Industry 1984 and on Computerization Banks 1988. This was headed by Dr. C. Oh, sorry. Dr. Sino D. Dr. C. Rangarajan Committee, right? And the last question is, intellectual property right allows its creator innovator to use the intellectual property for his own benefit and allows the government only to use the work, prohibit any third party use of such work, anyone else only for non prohibited use, dilutes the credibility and confidence in the business space. For what purpose IPR is given? For what purpose intellectual property right is given? Everyone, please answer. For what purpose intellectual property right is given? So yes, it actually prohibit the other party to use your own creative work, right? So B is the correct answer. So this is the complete module D, simple module D, simple and easy module D, all is about the ethics. So we have completed the module D. Everyone kindly please like and share the video, okay? And tomorrow 12 noon we have the IEIFS module D marathon. Tomorrow 12 noon we have IEFS module D marathon. So everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. Take care. Bye bye guys. Bye everyone. Take care.